What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you look, like, share, and subscribe. Gotcha. Outside of that, all of my church announcements will be down below. I hope everybody is doing well, doing swell, and surviving, striving, all that good jazz. Okay, I don't have real long for this tea talk, but I do want to be sure. I knew I should have looked at this. I can't stand when you do. Okay, never mind. We're not even going to go there because it's just common sense. Anyhow, for the most part, yeah, go ahead and get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you're sipping on, get it and bring it close. Of course, I've been away a little bit, but of course, I'm coming back with tons to talk about as usual. So, this tea talk here has a lot to do with the concept of my brand, Esteemed Queen and Mentality. And all of you who have come to my channel have seen that on my video page, my banner. And the main concept of my coaching business and my coaching company is that you learn how to gain your power back. You learn how to gain your power back in doing a number of different things that all begin internally with you. And so that goes for you understanding, emotional maturity and, perhaps your inner child. And even then setting boundaries. All of those things, knowing those things, accepting those things, acknowledging those things are going to be for the betterment of gaining full power back. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say in a sentence, someone has ultimate power over what I do, say, and control than they actually do. And I don't really, now that I'm older, understand why that is. But then again, I do. Because just as much as we want people to hear us when we feel like we're drowning, when we feel as if like, we can't seem to get things together, when we get to those points when we just feel like we're going to give up, like the W isn't worth it, we get to that point where we do want to scream, we do want to shout, we want to do things that we know in this lifetime can give us jail time. Amen. But there's another part about getting your power back that also helps you stay in control of you and realize how much power you give to other people, is definitely you understanding your own war cry. I guess you can say. I call it that. But other people will kind of call it their parameters. Like, they know when it comes to their power what they're coming up against. Especially being if, they're slow to talk and quick to learn. They're quick to listen to what someone's not saying than what is being said, because they already know what's going on. Like, this person is trying to gaslight you, but they don't understand you load on both barrels. Good luck to you. But we come to those times where our boundaries that we set and how we decide to guard ourselves moving forward so we don't have the same mistakes repetitively, it comes with a couple of different things. Your war cry and, how you decide to kind of like show the S on your chest doesn't always necessarily have to be you standing up for yourself towards anybody else. It has to start with you first. So we need to talk about a couple of different things. I know I probably have already discussed some of these in some of my videos early in the day when I first started my channel. But I want to kind of go back to it a little bit, because part of you finding your voice is understanding certain things. So I can understand how they say it's parameters. We all have that do not cross this line or else, part about us. But once they get to that point, or before they get to that point, let's talk about what are we approaching, so that way we don't seem like we so far in the forest we can't see the trees. So, of course, first thing is first, you got to understand three simple factors of your daily being. You got your mind, you got your spirit, and um you got your body. Like your physical follows your mental, and your spiritual is kind of like what helps you, your energy. All right? Because we all experience that. We can walk into a room and completely shift it to either be uncomfortable or comfortable. So we're going to we need to look at those three things because they all influence how and where we are with trying to get our voice back. If you're still feeling as if like you're soft in certain spots, then those are the spots you should really honestly strengthen up. I mean, a muscle is only weak until it gains strength, and strength equals practice, and practice equals strength. So that's how I look at that one. But however you decide to be a part of something, or you want to be a participant of whatever it is that's going on in life, whether it's you making friends, whether it's you starting a new job, just be careful of other people's character, because their character can tell you about their energy, can tell you about where their mindset is. You're pointing out something that's funny, but they're always looking at the shit that's negative but missing the joke. I wouldn't want to talk to them people no more. Like, no. This ain't gonna work. You are really triggering me. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep that in mind. And when we keep that in mind, we have to utilize the wisdom that people give us, the strategies that help us avoid toxic people, places, and things, to be able to keep us in control of our control. It's nothing worse than you deciding to be like, okay, well, you'll help someone, you'll lend some of your assistance to them, and then the next thing you know, you're giving so much of you to them, you feel as if like you're raising another being. You feel as if like you're taking on more than what it is worth and what you signed up and invested for. Well, part of you knowing your voice, your war cry, what tells people, ring the alarm, I'm about to go ham. You got to know your boundaries, and you got to know your boundaries, and you got to know wisdom as to how to diffuse things, because people don't like it when you tell them straight black and white, no chaser, like, you are affecting my standard of living. And they're like, well, what you mean? Well, what I mean is your air, your presence, your aura, yeah, it's toxic. It's quite damaging. And so I don't deal or consider anything toxic to be beneficial to me. Well, they may be upset. That's on them. Because you know what? Things that you can't change, they should move right on along. So them, their anger, their complexity as to why you decided you want to choose peace over an argument, over, you diluting what you've worked so hard for. If they don't like the exit strategy of them having to go left, then it's cool. They can stay there. But you can go on by your business. Because part of you getting your voice back is the fact of you're not going to let things saturate you that don't have any purpose of helping you grow. What's the point of you pouring soda into a water, into a plant? Are you trying to kill it? What is the point of you pouring milk down a toilet? What are you trying to do? See, this is what happens when we don't find our voice and have our voice. We just start doing crazy things that are totally out of whack, and totally things that we don't really go hand in hand together, So we have to think about that. Like, negativity is a silent killer. Okay? There's no obvious signs. There's nothing up front. It slowly infects a good person to die slow. And we need to make sure we are mindful of the company that we keep, because that can also soften us to how we want people to respect us, as well as how they see us, meaning your character, your character and your credit, child. Good luck. You need those things. So while you find your voice, also find somewhere in there that you're not going to take anything less than that. You are your own standard and you have your own requirements. So if you can choose what you want to do throughout the day, you should also be able to choose the type of people you want to be around. But I got to go, y'all. That's my little snip tip dip for the day. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below, so that way you get to know all of my tea talks. Be sure y'all go over to the Warrior community for our monthly campfire, our doubt fire, because we do have one of those coming up, and I'm about to go ham. So I want all y'all to be in the building. Bring your marshmallows, bring an extra coat for one of your friends, bring a little blanket. I'm going to get my iPad out. We're going to have a nice little doubt fire. And outside of that, I hope y'all do well, swell, continue to strive, survive, wash your hands, okay, say grace, and yeah, stay peaceful. Talk to y'all later. Bye.